Disclaimer: I am not affiliated with Milestone Media, Warner Bros., or DC, and I do not hold any rights to the static IP. This is simply a fan project made for educational purposes only. Hi everyone, and welcome back to this special project. For those that haven't seen my first devlog, I'm making a fan game demo based on the character Static from Milestone. This is just going to be an overview of the new features and improvements to existing features. If you would like for me to go more in depth with the process of making the mechanics or even a tutorial, let me know in the comment section below. I would be happy to share my workflow with y'all. With that out the way, let's get started. I want to showcase and talk about the visual effects I created because you'll see them throughout the video. I chose a blue color because that is the color of his electricity in the comic. First, there are the overlay materials. The spiky one will show up when actively connected to something, and the cleaner outline will represent something that's being held in place. The materials don't show up as well on more primitive objects, so I chose to give them just the outline. I might make it so that the outline is the only effect because it looks a lot cleaner, but I'll make the decision later on. I also made electric beams to visually describe what Virgil is connected to. This is achieved by creating a beam and then duplicating it with various widths. So far, things are looking pretty cool. I made a simple UI that has a crosshair, progress bar, and counter. With this UI, the player is able to aim and see their energy level as a number with the counter or visually with the progress bar. The UI early on will represent the positions I have in mind for different aspects of it, but not the look. I will later add custom graphics. I added an energy level to the player that will decrease with the use of any abilities, grabbing, flying, etc. If you run out of energy, all your abilities will be cut off. So if you're holding something, it will be let go, and if you are flying, then you will fall from the sky. If no abilities are being used, their energy level will slowly increase. This is meant to represent Virgil's or Static's ambient energy absorption. Later, this will be set to only work while a power source such as a building, car, or power lines are nearby. This process is tied to a vent tick, but only fires when Virgil is either actively using his powers or doesn't have full energy. Right now, I have it balanced so that using abilities will drain faster than you regain energy, which incentivizes using interactables to recharge your energy. For Virgil to recharge, he has to be close enough to a power source to establish a connection. I chose to model a circuit breaker to be my first environmental interactable. I gave it basic color materials because I'm still learning how to texture models. I got inspiration from this scene. Yeah! I'm back! If in a certain range, you'll be able to press E, square, or X respectively to interact or recharge as power sources. There is a burst animation that plays once you interact with the circuit breaker. I have it set to give a random amount of stored energy at the start of the game and will later have different ranges for different categories of power sources. Once you're recharging, I have stop movement in a loop to slow down the player. This will eventually be replaced with a halt in place animation. If the effective area is left, or Virgil is fully charged, the leftover energy will be stored in the circuit breaker. Once interacted with again, the door will swing to visually convey interaction. Virtual can pick up metal objects. I recreated this and now it can pick up anything with a grabbable or metal tag. Once an object is grabbed, you can change the distance of the grab, rotate the object, or throw the object. The distance that Virtual can be connected to an object is capped, so if it's too far or close, you won't be able to move it in each direction respectively. These features are important because Virtual might need to flip over a car or grab something and bring it to his hands. Once you stop actively grabbing, you hold the object in place. It can be released by the player, and currently you can only hold one object and one saucer. They each have their own slots. Later, I'm going to add more slots and tie them to the D-pad like Batman's gadget selector. If the object is big like a car, it will take up multiple slots, and if it's huge like a semi-truck, it will take up all the slots. This will keep the player on their toes when they need to juggle saving people like in this scene or in this game sequence. The player will even be able to catch things falling out of the sky. That's all I have to show this devlog. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you would like to see next or what I can improve on in the comments below. Share with your family and friends that are into video games and superheroes, and if you missed my first devlog, go check it out. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.